If you're a diver and a parent, at some point you're going to wonder, should I train my kid to dive? Here's exactly how I trained my son Gunnar whenever he was 12 years old, what worked, what I didn't expect, and why it changed everything about how I dive.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Generations Below. We're a father-son dive team. We're not instructors, we're not pros, just everyday divers sharing tips, tricks, and gear reviews. So I would watch his eyes light up every single time I started watching dive content, or even whenever he was just sitting around listening to me tell stories and ramble on about diving. I could see that he was interested. I also knew that him earning his certification would be like a source of confidence for him. It would mean that you were one of the youngest ones in the water, and I knew that he could handle it. So my biggest concern is I wasn't positive that he wouldn't go rabbit. One of the worst instincts you can have as a diver is the panic, bolt to the surface thing. I was really concerned. I needed to know that he was going to be able to stay calm.
Yeah, it was very hard to stay calm, but I got it.
Naturally, Gunnar is kind of a cautious person. He gets that from his mom, definitely not from me. Even though he was excited, I could tell it was serious for him. Once you started working on the online training, I could tell you were taking it serious, and I wanted to see that, you know, and it really came through.
Yeah, it was very hard.
It was hard. Tested our relationship forever. The gear setup. This was one of the coolest parts. I got to build a complete second dive kit, all with my wife's permission, just for him. So we tried to keep it super simple. I didn't want him dealing with overly complicated gear. I had him start on a Ziegel Scout. He's still diving that.
Still diving it. I love it.
He likes it. It was important for me to start you on a back inflate like I dive as well. You took to it very quick. It was super simple. Finding a BC small enough was not easy at all. I also wanted to be able to monitor his air, so I put him in a Shearwater Peregrine with a transmitter and hooked it to mine. Ended up that I didn't need that at all because the kid's a great communicator underwater. He can tell you probably better than most adults what's going on with him. So what we changed in our dive plan, there's two major things, and we talk about this a lot. He gets cold super fast. Definitely colder than I do.
Yeah.
Even though he wears a 7 mil wetsuit, we tend to have to limit the amount of time that we're under because he gets cold, and that's fine. And as my dive buddy, or as his dive buddy, I have to respect that, and we thumb the dive and go up when he starts
shivering
and shaking. We also set a rule, and I think that this is probably one of the most important things that you can do with any dive buddy, but especially a kid. Either of us can call off any dive for any reason at any time, and the other person isn't allowed to get mad or question it. That rule is absolutely everything, and we've had to use it a few times.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I think that it built his confidence and gave him responsibility as half of the team. Like, he's literally 50% of this dive team.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him descend with an instructor, like, I could just tell. I knew he was so calm. He was at ease. It was a real proud dad moment for me. How did you feel going down that first time?
I felt good going down the first time. Felt a little nervous, like I wouldn't get everything right. And other than that, it was very fun.
I think it was just nervousness about the process. You weren't like nervous or scared of being in the water.
No, I love the water.
Yeah.
It's just...
Were you going to do the steps right for
Yeah.
your certification?
Yeah.
Yeah. Something I never considered. It's not just me responsible for him down there. He's also responsible for me.
Yeah.
That's a huge ask of a kid. We had some serious talks about what to do if I ever had a heart attack underwater or got pinned and he couldn't get me out. We even built bailout protocols just for him because of our unique relationship, and it's some scary talks we had to have, huh?
Yeah.
Another rule: I don't want him to grow up too fast, and I talk to him about that all the time. But when we're dealing with training or diving, it's not a game. This is life or death. We have this conversation, and he knows that, and he takes it very seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you other parents, look, if you're thinking about getting your kid into scuba, make sure they're doing it because they want to, not because you want them to. This isn't like piano lessons or soccer practice. They need to be all in.
Yeah.
It's serious business going on down there with serious consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no one told me how proud I'd be the day that I realized that my 12-year-old son was actually contributing to our dive team. It's because of how measured and cautious he is. That changed everything for me. Like, do you realize that I consider you my counterpart, like my equal in our dive team?
Yeah.
What's that make you feel like as a kid to be like on the same level as your parent?
It feels pretty good. A little bit of nerves, but other than that, it feels really good.
Yeah. Does diving give you confidence?
Yeah, a
No.
lot of confidence.
Not just in the water, but out of the water too. You feel more confident, like you get to do something that other people don't because you did this big thing, you passed this class, you held your crap together and were able to get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you looking forward to the most about diving? Like, what's something that you want to do? What's a dive you want to do? What's something you want to do? Something you want to see? Where do you want to take your diving? Like,
I want to be a better diver than my dad, which I kind of am in
Easy.
some places.
The kid's buoyancy is fantastic. His buoyancy is dang near perfect.
Yeah. I really want to go on a deep dive. Shipwreck. My dad went on one. He told me all about it. I want to do it.
You gotta wait till you're 15.
15. Yeah.
So junior divers can't go past 60 until they're 15.
15.
Is it 60 or 50?
60.
60. What animal, what underwater creature do you want to see the most out of anything?
Oh, octopus.
Octopus, 100%. Me too. It's got to happen in St. Croix. We'll be there in 3 weeks.
Has to happen.
We're going to go make an octo buddy.
Octopus buddy.
Yeah. So here's my biggest takeaway, guys. There is no greater joy in life than sharing my passion with my son. It's made me more patient as a diver and as a dad. It keeps my skills sharp because I know I've got to be the very best version of myself down there for him.
Yeah.
You feel that way too?
Yeah.
I want to know what you think about teaching kids to dive. Drop it in the comments. We'll try it out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments as well, and I might make a video addressing them. If this video helped, smash that subscribe button because next up, I'm going to walk through whether or not you should own your own scuba tanks. If you're new to the channel, here's something awesome. We hide real treasure underwater. We call it the hunt. Find one of our coins and you win actual high-end dive gear from brands that we trust. You can check out those treasure drops and the clues on where to find the coins right here on the channel. The hunt is on. Boom, done. It wasn't recording.